The half-faired Sprint RS. Could this be a case of less is more? Well, first impressions are good, but I admit it, I think the triple motor is absolutely brilliant in all its forms, so that does make it a bit easier. Having said that, it really is at the heart of the RS and it suits its character to a T. Punchy, but without being wild. Mind you, with winter roads and snow in the air, it's just as well. And it doesn't look wild either. It's got the familiar almond-eyed headlamps of the Daytona and the Sprint ST, but it just stops short, just above that wonderful 108 brake horsepower motor, which incidentally is exactly the same as the Sprint ST. And so is this perimeter beam frame, exactly the same as the ST, but what isn't exactly the same is this double-sided swinging arm. Look at this, just started to slate as well, and you thought road tester's life was a glamorous one? Anyway, on with the show. Double-sided swinging arm here, different to the single-sided of the Daytona and the Sprint, and also the back wheel is shared with the new TT600. It's lighter, so a lighter wheel, lighter swinging arm. It adds to less unsprung weight, if you can see what I mean. You don't really add to less, but there we go. While we're here, let's just have a look at this tail unit before the snow really comes down, because you've got a fair bit of storage space under here. Tools under there, but under there plenty of space for a U-lock and also your waterproofs or a spare pair of gloves. All very neat, but I'll tell you one thing they haven't got on this. There's no grab rail as standard. If you want one, it's going to cost you another 89 quid. And look at this, there's not a single bungee hook here, so if you did want to put something on this is a removable little cowl over the rear pillion seat, by the way, but if you did want to strap something on there, there's nothing to actually strap it to. You've got the pillion footrest and just the indicators. Not very clever, that Triumph. But back on the road, you can put all this behind you, literally. Although basically the same shared chassis, the rear suspension unit is slightly longer than the ST, jacking up the rear end, so slightly steepening the head angle. This sharpens the steering a touch and coupled to nicely matched suspension makes handling and road holding an absolute peach. And given the lower, narrower bars, the whole bike feels and behaves much more like a sports bike than a sports tourer. But back to that engine. Triumph have now got fuel injection fully sorted and throttle response is absolutely beautiful. Couple this to seamless power delivery from the torquey triple and it really is an engine that can putter, cruise or howl along at the rider's command. 108 brake horse, a juicy 72 foot-pounds of torque and that unique triple sound and feel. Put it all through a sweet 6-speed gearbox and who needs a CD player? Which is just as well, because there's no room for a CD player in here. But what you have got is a brand new instrument display. Digital speedometer on the left, and also records the mileage digital, and also if you press the button long enough, it'll change it into kilometres. Very, very neat for touring. Over here, an analog rev counter, but down there you do get your water temperature and also your oil level, which you can see flashing away down there. While we're up here, just looking at the top of the forks, they're both adjustable for preload. The rear suspension is adjustable for preload and rebound damping, and it's all kitted up to Triumph's famous Nissan 4-pot calipers down there and 320mm discs, so the braking is up to Triumph's normal brilliant standard. Coming back up to the bars here, front brake adjustable for span, and here comes the old snow again. And the horn works as well. And the clutch lever over here isn't adjustable for span, but it's quite a light operation. It's cable operated. Coming up to these mirrors here, they look very swoopy and very different, but looking in here, the glass just isn't big enough. So is less more? Well, more or less, yes. But it depends on what you want. If it's a tourer with sporting pretensions, go for the ST. If you want a sports bike that can double as a tourer, it's the RS. If it's priced though, at around £1,000 less, the £7,495 RS could be more than you ever hoped for. Now, I was going to tell you about all sorts of options on this, like the big sports silencer, carbon fibre job for 350 quid, grab rail for the back for £89, and all sorts of bits and pieces. But I'll tell you what, as this snow is now coming in really heavy, go and get yourself a catalogue. I'm off.